Hey, friend, as this year's coming to a close, or maybe you're listening to this right now at the beginning of the new year, let's make a short pause in the series of online business topics that we started 3 weeks ago and do something a little bit different. It's not about New Year's resolutions. I did stop those years ago. It's not about taking big goal setting sessions or vision boards or detailed annual plans. And let's face it, many entrepreneurs start January already tired. And you have plenty of other people offering options of how to do major resets end of year, strategy planning, the exhaustive kind, big goals, maybe even bigger pressure. And this feeling like we have to fix everything all at once. But momentum without direction is just noise. Are you sitting in front of a pile full of tasks for your business, family, household, and everything else to do, and long for that to go away? The trick is creating passive income. Of course, there's some work behind the passive part, but working 20% compared to 120 completely turned around how I enjoy life today. Great to have you here. Are you ready to move the needle, work less, and earn more? Grab your latest craft project and your favorite drink. Let's stitch together purpose, profit, and peace to create the life we've long been wanting. We don't need to rethink the wheel. Starting over anew is usually not the best answer. A few weeks ago, I took part in a 90-minute recalibration session inside our Masterpiece brand community with a group of other entrepreneurs. It's a faith-based business network, and what stood out to me was how simple and grounding the process was. It wasn't about adding more. It was about removing and realigning, tweaking and optimizing, and beginning the year well. And that's what I want to share with you today. A simple, repeatable reset you can do any time of the year, not just in January, to stay encouraged, focused, and consistent. No pressure, not perfection, just increased clarity and peacefulness. So let's begin with removing, not adding. Most of us don't need more strategies. We need less noise. So before asking, what should I add this year? Let's try asking, what is it that drains me? What doesn't actually move the needle? Remember, busy doesn't equal productive. Here are a few gentle questions that you can ask yourself. First, which tasks keep me busy but don't really impact income or growth? What activities would it really not matter if I didn't do? What do I keep doing out of habit or fear, maybe, or even guilt? Maybe I haven't thought about if it's really useful. And what feels misaligned, even if it looks good on paper, and even if it's everything that everybody screams you have to do. I totally realigned my social media approach. That was the largest misalignment that I felt in this previous year. Removing is powerful. It saves energy and it creates space. And it often brings immediate relief. Simplification is not quitting something always, it's choosing wisely. Next up, let's realign with what brings harmony. Once you remove some of the clutter, alignment becomes clearer. Ask yourself, what activities feel aligned with who I am and the season that I'm in right now? What brings peace instead of resistance? And what supports both my business and the rest of my life? Alignment isn't about chasing and hustling. It's about creating harmony between work, family, faith, health, creativity, and just simply being effective. If something constantly creates friction, exhaustion, or dread, listening to that signal is just so important. God often shows us the way forward through peace, not through pressure. And He's a God of clarity, not confusion or pressure. Those are warning feelings, so keep an eye out for those. Now, time to pre-decide the basics. One thing that saves so much mental energy is pre-deciding. Instead of waking up every day asking, what should I work on today? Create simple time blocks for the basics, or for everything you do. When you check messages and how often, when you do your core business tasks, which ones those are, which days, And when do you learn? And when do you take breaks? And keeping these smaller task time blocks inside of the larger blocks helps you to make sure you do what you need to do. You don't have to worry about it in the morning. You just simply do what it says and you get it done. It's not always easy to do that. I am preaching to the choir here, I'm sure, but I need to hear that too. And sometimes we go off tangent and do what we think we need to do, and that's sometimes necessary. But if we stick to the basics, we know that what's necessary is done. For me, having these basics are pre-decided, they really remove decision fatigue. I adjust as I need to, and when all goes well, I'm not constantly wondering what to do next. Tools like MeisterTask or Trello or simple checklists or reoccurring workflows act like a second brain. They don't control you, they actually free you. I'm not perfect, but I sure am better than I was. And living with the intention is key. The last adjustment should support your habits, not just your tasks. Your business doesn't run on tasks alone. It runs on you. That's why tracking habits can be just as important as tracking work. Things like your health and wellness habits, learning, reading, listening time, mindset and faith routines, movement, rest, hydration, family time, and so on. A habit tracker, whether an app or a simple list, isn't about control. It's about remembering and reminding yourself what matters when life gets busy. For me, it's another way to save mental energy and to stay encouraged. It does always feel good when you check something off that you finalized. Even if it's not everything on the list, it's okay. You choose to what fits for that moment or that day. For me, it's another way to save mental energy and stay encouraged. Not perfection, just awareness of what I can choose from and what does me good. Finally, a quick end-of-month reset. Instead of a huge annual review, I love monthly micro check-ins or even weekly. Once every so often, I ask what worked well and what didn't, and what needs adjusting going forward. Not which results were good, but which actions brought those good or maybe not so good results. That's it. Small evaluations, small adjustments, steady progress, optimizing. This keeps you from just drifting, sometimes for months before we take action. And it keeps you from feeling like you have to start over all the time. It actually makes me feel like I'm on top of things. What a change from chasing things that I should do. So as this year closes, or maybe a new one has begun, here's a relieving reminder. You don't need a massive reset. You don't need to totally overhaul your life or work. At least not all at once. You don't need perfect clarity. You just need to begin well. Remove what drains you, realign with what brings peace, pre-decide the basics, support the habits that you know would be good for you and your business, and review gently, month by month, maybe week by week. Make that a simple habit. It's about creating a rhythm you can return to anytime you need it without major energy or planning. And sometimes scratching what doesn't work is far more powerful than adding something new. I'm cheering you on as you step into the next season, calmly, intentionally, and with grace. I'm wishing you a fabulous year to come. Month by month, remember mindset, gratefulness, and harmony. That's a great way to start the new year, isn't it? But that doesn't mean stillness. It means the right actions. I hope this episode helped you move forward toward your goals and dreams, and that inspired you in some way. If it did, please do share it with a friend, and it would help me greatly if you would like to leave a review on the show. Have a look online at bkija.info, where you can find out more about the online business system I chose to run alongside my knitwear business, and that changed everything for me. That's vekija.info. There's a link and more info in the show notes. I'd be happy to mentor you every step of the way. Keep your heads up and take consistent steps forward with your eyes on the prize. And remember, mindset is the largest factor for success. See you next time and be blessed.